Hey, Butterfly. Welcome to the review of The Shy, Season 4, Episode 2. I'm not going to play around with y'all. I'm not really going to play around with y'all. Let me set the scene for y'all so y'all know what's going down. Bam. It's a holiday weekend. Memorial's Day. At that. My little baby cousin, she's having the first baby in the family since... Because us 30 plus, we ain't really been giving the babies. You feel me? We skipped the whole baby thing. They ain't really got a lot out of us. So she's in the 20 class. She's having a baby. This is the first time the family can get together in over a year to be there for the baby shower. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, oh, this is a banger weekend. I can freeload, see my family, and I got an episode of what? The Shy. Lo and behold, I start watching the show. And you know what? With everything that's going on in the world, which is something that us black folks like to say in terms of the pandemic and everything else, with everything that's going on in the world, The Shy, do you think it's appropriate that you start messing with my favorite characters? Do you think that's appropriate? Clearly you do. And I'm gonna have to come down there. I'm starting to understand why folks were storming the Capitol. Cause you got me that kind of mad. And what I'm referring to, spoiler alert, Jada got cancer. Put my glasses on. Jada ain't never bothered nobody. No ones. Nobody yaddy yaddy. Yaddy 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 yaddy. Why would you give her the big C? She just getting her life back. Got them grown kids and they kids out her house. Just got them out. She got a little groove back with the little masseuse man. He hitting all her shondos in the right place. You know she done improved her job situation. She done just buried Miss Ethel. Now you going to spin the block and give her cancer? I ought to stop watching. But I'm not. But I'm telling you right now, The Shy, I'm really not here playing with you today. These types of games is being played. How's it going down? It better not. Whoever got that pen in the writing room, bad pen. You do, Let me get into the review. Because that was, I can't even believe that they would do that to Jada. Moving on. I told y'all how I felt about Duda the last time. As the bad guy, he's ringing all my bells. That continued this episode when he rolled up in there with his shoot on. He had his shoot rolled up at the press conference and said, "Hey, I'm defunding the police." Defund. That means Z funds no longer comes to thee. Z funds no longer comes to D. You feel me? You feel me? Candy in the background with Jimma's dad, and they trying to rein him in. They trying to pull him in. But you don't pull no shark in. You get out the way so it don't bite you. Y'all got into business with a shark. Now everybody's surprised when he eating all the other fish and the people in the water. What did y'all think he was going to do? What you thought? I knew a shark when I saw one. And he sharp too. He walked up in there and said, "This whole police situation, y'all done activated my care when y'all done beat up my pretend son. So now I'm getting in here and I ain't waiting." He said, "Racism, not on my watch." He came with that Iyanla energy. Remember when he ran down on the police officer who he done got Jake's brother Trig to beat up? Because I know he done set that up. I know he gave them the information so that he can go whoop his ass. Rightfully deserved. And then gonna turn around, come up in there. He had his file. He had his receipts, as the streets like to say. A man with a suit and receipts. Oh, he ain't even an accountant, but he did the math, didn't he? Okay, 1+1 was always 2. You didn't have to carry the 1. He came up in there with a little. Looks like you got a history and a pattern. You're fired. Fired that man right when he walked out the door. He walked out with his job. His job was in that folder. He said, me in this job. You ain't got it no more. You work for me. You used to. Not no more. So I lived for that. And I something that was a little ominous. I felt like when Candy was like, don't let your, what did he say? He was like, I gotta go with my gut. And she was like, don't let your gut get you killed. A bang bang. And he was like, is that a threat? And she was like, he. Ah ha ha. I'm looking out for you, boo. She lying. I think she gonna set up to get this man knocked off. And I feel like the police is gonna be policing to set him up on some, like, remember when they said the cops was involved with Biggie and them getting shot? I feel like this is gonna be some type of conspiration. Just like that. I know conspiration ain't the word, it's conspiracy, but it adds a little razzle dazzle to what we talking about. So I feel like it's gonna be one of those conspiracies, because you remember on the first episode when they was giving us a bird's eye view of what was to come, dude got shot on the roof like Ghost. Next topic. Maisha, my girl. You still close your eyes when you deliver your lines, but I love you. Yes, I do. Maisha said, play the beat. She kept it 2 Virgils on her freestyle. I liked it. I'm not surprised that she's a woman, a young lady of many talents. She knows herself. I feel like she's done quite a bit of self-discovery in the midst of being, forced to grow up very fast. And how many of us young women have that story? The people who raised you ain't got it together, and you just got to grow up, and then you got to turn around and raise them. You tired. Maisha gonna get to 30 and feel like she's 75. But I liked how she checked Papa, because Papa was like, you supposed to support me. You supposed to be my Coretta. She said, that don't mean I can't tell the truth. I ain't gonna be here be no yes man. I'm gonna tell you what's the tea. And I like that. Accountability. I got to tell you, out of all the relationships in the Chi, they seem to have the healthiest. Which is a shame, because these adults is all over the place. But Maisha and Papa, they keep hope alive. Y'all, Big Simba has entered the chat. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. And I'm talking about Jason Weaver in the Chi. I am hype about that. I said, oh, I know that ain't Big Simba getting let out the clink. And then I'm like, hold on, is he another brother? How many damn brothers did Jake and them got? But it seemed like he's just a friend of Triggs who messed around and took a bid for him. Now, this is what I was feeling. When Trig was talking about his girl, I was like, oh no, it's Big Simba. I don't even know what his name is, but I'm going to keep calling him Big Simba. I was like, is Big Simba going to have a problem with trans women? But then when he met Imani, he was like, you beautiful. And I was like, I don't trust his vibe though. Like, I like that Trig is a super loyal dude. And when he got out of jail, he made sure everybody who was close to him was straight. Remember how he handled his business, went after Jake, cleaned up after Reg, all that. But then now his boy is out. He letting the boy stay at the crib. I don't think this is good, y'all. This don't look like the road we need to be traveling down. Look like we done took a detour into some mess. I feel like he probably gonna try to make a pass at Imani. Ooh, what if Imani had to turn around and kill him? Cause I be adding that. Listen, down there at the Chi, if y'all want suggestions, I know this is probably the final. Was this the final season? But If y'all need suggestions about what's to happen, if everything ain't cut and finalized, I got some mess we can add up in here. Call me. Hit me up. Pull up on me. Because I'm still waiting for Tabitha to come and hand that rocks the cradle. Please. Please don't just let Tab come in here like, oh, I can't have the baby. All right. Bless you. I'm going to leave these pot stickers behind. No. I need Tab to come back and be crazy. Steal that baby. Because we like our mess where? On the TV and not in our real lives. Next topic. Emmet and Keisha are cool. How do y'all feel about being cool with your exes? I just had this conversation this weekend. And you know how you go through stuff with an ex and they drag you through the mud and you just be, but I love them. And then once you get your sense back, you sit down and you be like, that relationship was trash. Like, I was really fighting to hold on to garbage. What was wrong with me? You know what you know, depending on where you at in life. When you know better, you do better. Ain't that what they say? But that's just what it reminded me of, like, with Keisha and Emmet. I like that they are able to have a friendship, and he's been there for her when she has blocked everyone else out because she's not really having conversations with her girlfriends. There was an awkward moment when she saw one of her classmates in her job at thrift store. Thrift store manager was a lot. Okay, ma'am, like, is this top flight thrift store, like, you're doing the most. Do this, do that, you gotta do this. Corporate, HR, I'm being harassed. I'm a pregnant lady and she's harassing me. That's how I felt Keisha should have handled that, because that was just too much. But she really hasn't had any contact with any type of friendships, and she's really holding the burden of this child being born solo. You know what I mean? And a part of me feels like her keeping the child is more of some type of penance because she killed the man. I don't think she forgave herself for killing that man, even though he deserved to be bopped upside the head. You know what I mean? He deserved that bopping. But that bopping led to his heart stopping. And I feel like she holds herself accountable and kind of beats herself up for that aspect of it. So having the child is kind of her way of righting that wrong. I could be wrong, but you know, like I said, writers of the Shy, let me know. We can go back and forth, okay? Last up, Emmet told his wife that he slept with Dom. The way that she got up out that bed and went and climbed in somebody else's bed. I know they say two wrongs don't make a right, but when we come to the table, let's both have dirt. You feel me? Like, let's be equally yoked in the cheaterization. Let us see eye to eye when we talk about how we was both, you know, in this relationship and we both stepped out. So what can we both, with an F, do to have a reconciliation? True Scorpio fashion. True. Eye for an eye, cheek for the cheek, and you gonna do it way worse than they can do it. Because she did it in the merge. He did it before. Now they got vows and she kind of got a one up, but, and also she knew who she was marrying. He got all them baby mamas. He's still young. Yes, he's getting himself together, but it ain't all the way together. And Corey Hardrick, yes, I like you on the show. I remember you from Lincoln Heights. Remember that? You was killing it on that show. So it's good to have you around. You know what I mean? I like to see a scuffle. I like to see you and Emmet go fisticuffs. I like to see it. A little jab, jab, punch, punch, duck. Love to see it. Bring the drama. And then, you know, if she decides that she wants to confront Dom, Here for that too. Or she could just completely Sierra the situation, exit stage left, and level up. Now, her and Corey, they the weed extraordinaire of the streets. Especially now that weed is becoming legal. Now they own a weed empire. And Emmet over here frying chicken. We can play this any way you want to go. But bring the mess. Don't just bring the, oh, I'm sorry. Oh. And you know what else? If she chose to keep that little freaky sneaky, a little secret for a little bit, until, see, this is the Scorpio in me. Go out, get your equal cheat, right? The equal cheat. You earned that one because you got done wrong. Hold it in your back pocket till everything is fine and good, right? Because you're never going to get caught unless you admit it, or unless the messy person admit it. That's the only way when you're a Scorpio. Either you're going to tell on yourself, or you done messed around and calculated wrong the person that you cheated with, and they going to tell. So here's the deal. Keep it in your back pocket. Wait till he get good and he done with his apology tour. He's done all the stops, the flowers, the passwords, checking in, being in the house at a reasonable time. He's done everything to the point where he looks miserable. But he's grateful to still have you. Okay? So he still got you. He's semi-miserable, a little bit delusional. Because he's thinking, I done everything that I can do. This is behind us. She's going to be okay. All I got to do is not mess up. And as soon as he think that, bring out the big joker. I cheated too. I forgave you. Hit him with one of those. I forgave you. So I don't know why you can't extend me the same courtesy. If we lovers, are we lovers and friends? Tell me again. Can we be lovers and friends? That's how you bring him to his knees. Because, men, they can't, she was with someone else. Are we lovers and friends? I forgave you. Okay? And that's probably it. That's all that really happened in the episode this week. When Jada's little massage boo touched the lump, I instantly was like, but then she was like, oh no, I know my body. I had that lump, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, because she's in the healthcare business, so she knows. So I ain't got to worry about nothing. But then when she went and they hit me with the silent, and then he said cancer, and I was, nah, Jada. You could have gave it to anybody else. Not Jada. Last thing I'm going to say. Kevin is showing you 101 how to become the neighborhood what? Junkie. He's not dealing with any of his issues, drinking and drugging, rolling down the wrong road. He don't have an opinion about anything because he's so overwhelmed with his drama, but he won't admit that he need help. So what he doing? Drinking and drugging. He gonna be the neighborhood, and he got so much potential. How many people had a whole bunch of potential and squandered it because they couldn't get a handle of their personal demons, and they wasn't strong enough to admit that they needed some help? When Trig was like to Jake, we don't always have to be strong. You know what I mean? If you're not okay, that's okay. And Jake was like, yes, we do. I was like, wrong road. Wrong road. All right, y'all, that's it. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comments. I'm really interested to know how you feel about being friends with the ex. How you guys navigating those waters, because I'm interested in to know. Because, I like my drama online, in the internet, on the screen, not in my real life. If you love this video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment. I'll catch you next week. Bye.